The news starts now. AM 1240 and 95.3 FM. WJON.
Good morning. I'm Jim Maurice. It's 6:32. It's sunny. It's 49 right now. Your WJON weather eye forecast coming up in just a few minutes after the news. News this hour brought to you by Trout Companies. 3 people hurt in an ATV crash in Morrison County on Monday. The sheriff's office got a call about 6:45 in the evening about a crash with injuries at a property about 6 miles east of Buckman. Deputies learned that 53-year-old Dawn Munson from Piers was driving the machine in a field, entering a mud puddle, lost control, rolled. Munson airlifted to North Memorial with unknown injuries. 2 passengers, 44-year-old Genevieve Hernandez of Long Prairie and 19-year-old Kayla Bartholomew Foley taken to the hospital in Little Falls. The sheriff's office says none of the riders were wearing a helmet. Minneapolis Federal Reserve President Neil Kashkari says he wants to see many more months of positive inflation data before the central bank cuts interest rates. Kashkari tells CNBC that the U.S. economy has remained remarkably resilient.
GDP growth has been strong, much stronger than forecast. Most people thought that we'd be in a recession. That didn't happen. Instead, we had very strong growth. U.S. consumers have remained remarkably resilient. The housing market has remained resilient. So I'm not seeing the need to hurry and do rate cuts.
He says we should take our time and get it right. Kashkari says he's confident the Fed has the tools it needs to bring inflation back down to around 2%. U.S. Senator Tina Smith is leading the effort to include robust rural housing funding in the 2025 appropriations budget bill.
We have a really serious shortage of housing, especially affordable housing for seniors and people working in low-wage jobs. And it's happening everywhere in our country, but it's especially an issue in rural communities.
According to the Minnesota Housing Partnership, every county in Minnesota has a shortage of affordable and available rental homes for extremely low-income households. 79% of counties have a shortage exceeding 100 homes, and 31% have a shortage exceeding 500 homes. A bill passed by the legislature that received little fanfare establishes a new Explore Minnesota Film Office. Minnesota Film and TV Executive Director Melody Behan says she's thrilled about the change.
This is creating a new office within Explore Minnesota, the tourism department. And then my organization, which is a nonprofit, will shut down once the new state office is up and running.
Behan says Minnesota was the only state that had a nonprofit running a film production tax incentive program and marketing the state as a location for the industry. The Explore Minnesota Film Office is scheduled to open in July. 2 local colleges featured on Amazon Prime starting yesterday. St. John's University and the College of St. Benedict kicked off the 11th season of the College Tour for the streaming service. The show was filmed last fall, features 10 SJU and CSB students and alums sharing their stories about the schools. Dean of Admissions Corey Piper says the schools being featured on the show allows them to share their story with a wide range of people from around the country and the world. You can check out the 30-minute episode featuring the 2 schools on their website and the YouTube channel. If you don't subscribe to Prime Amazon, you can find this story on our mobile app for a link to watch. WJON News Time coming up on 6:36. We're at 49 right now. News this hour brought to you by Trout Companies. Your WJON weather eye forecast on the way in a few minutes from now. You can listen live to WJON at home with your Amazon Echo device. Just say, hey, Alexa, play WJON. Jim Maurice, WJON.
Can you identify this theme song?
Sounds like Dallas to me.
It is Dallas. You are correct. All right, so the Timberwolves have been spending some time in Dallas and finally got a win last night. So Dallas, the TV show, is a show that Jim was a big fan of, right? From 1978 to 1991.
Who wasn't?
It was a big deal.
Yeah.
So we'll see if you can identify how much you can recall from that show. So which character in the Ewing family was the patriarch? I know you might think it's
Jock Ewing.
Jock Ewing is correct. Good memory. Which actor played the Dallas character Jock Ewing? Do Do you know who played him?
Oh, gosh, I don't know that.
I don't know that one either. It's Jim Davis.
Okay.
You'd have to be a real big fan to remember that one, I think. Which character did actor Larry Hagman play in the series?
JR.
Yeah, that's right, J.R. Ewing. In the series Dallas, what do the initials JR stand for?
John Robert.
John Ross. John Ross. Which Ewing brother did actor Patrick Duffy play?
Bobby.
He was Bobby. You're right. Who is Bobby Ewing's wife?
Bobby Ewing's wife is...
Played by Victoria Principal.
Yeah, what was her... no, I don't know.
She played Pamela.
Shoot.
Pam Ewing. What was the name of the ranch featured in the series?
South Fork.
That's correct. Which Dallas character did the actress Linda Gray play?
Sue Ellen.
That's right. When did the television show Dallas premiere?
1977.
It was 1978. I gave you the answer earlier, Jim.
I misheard you.
Who was the creator of the television series Dallas? Who created it?
Aaron Spelling.
That's a good guess. That's why I've probably gone with, because he created a lot of shows. But his are mostly sitcoms. That was David Jacobs. I guess he had some dramas. They're like kid dramas, though, right? 90210 was his.
Yeah.
Melrose Place.
Yeah, we'd have to go back and look. Yeah, I
think he did the Brady Bunch, too. Love Boat. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. True or false? Dallas began as a miniseries.
False.
No, that's true. It was a 5-part miniseries. Which network aired Dallas?
CBS.
It was CBS. How does the character Jock Ewing die?
That's a good question. He had a heart attack.
It was an aircraft accident.
Oh, okay.
Who wrote the theme song to Dallas, the one I just played?
Marvin Hamlish.
Good luck on this. Gerald Emel. Which television series was a spinoff of Dallas?
Not Slanting.
That is correct. How many Ewing brothers are in Dallas?
Well,
boy, this is tough. I would not have known this.
There's 3. And then Cliff was related something. I'll say 3.
The right answer was 4.
Yeah.
So there was JR, Gary, Bobby, and eventually Ray. Ray Krebs was a Ewing Ranch hand who was later revealed to be Jock's son.
Very controversial.
Right.
They didn't want to give him any of the Ewing.
Did Maury Povich figure that one out?
Yeah.
You are the father. Which actor was the only Dallas cast member to win an Emmy Award for portraying a Ewing? This surprises me. I would not have guessed that.
So clearly it's not JR. It's not.
It's not JR. That's what I would have guessed.
I will say Victoria Principal.
No, it was Barbara Bell Geddes, who played Miss Ellie Ewing. You remember who that was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And which character first shot JR in the series?
Kristen.
It was Kristen Shepard. You're correct. Yeah. Good memory on that one. That was one of those things. That was a big deal because that was a cliffhanger, right? It went from one season to the next.
We had to wait all the way until fall to find out who shot JR.
Wow. All right, what do you got coming up at 7:05?
We're going to tell you about the next step in the plans for a new Justice Center for Stearns County coming up at 7:05.
All right, Jim, thank you. 6:40 now. We're at 49 degrees. Coming up next on WJON, the weather forecast. Joined now by meteorologist Kara Foster for a look at the weather forecast. All right, Kara, any rain in the forecast for the foreseeable future?
Unfortunately, yes. I know people are a little bit tired of it, but we do still get a nice break today. Showers really don't come in until late Thursday evening. They will linger into Friday, but be a little bit more sparse over the weekend. So we got sunshine today, high of 70. Clear skies 52 into tonight. We'll see a slight chance for some rain starting in the afternoon Thursday, but mostly sunny, high of 75. Showers really pick up into Thursday night. We'll dip down to 60. Also continue into Friday. Maybe some sunshine towards the later half of the day, high of 74. As we head into the weekend, we actually get a lot warmer, and those chances for rain get a lot scarcer. So we're looking at scattered showers possible Saturday, sunny with a high of 77. Same thing into Sunday with a high of 80. Our next big system, other than Thursday night, is going to be on Monday, actually, and we don't lose any heat. We're actually still reaching 80 by then, and then by Tuesday, we're at 82. So next week might be a little bit more on the severe weather end, depending on how cold our overnight temperatures get. So we're going to keep an eye on that, but definitely a warmer forecast coming up these next several days. Today's forecast brought to you by Country Hearth. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster.
All right, Kara, thank you. It's 6:42. We're at 49 degrees. The official high at the St. Cloud Airport yesterday was 68, low was 49. We had 0.05 of an inch of rainfall yesterday. The average high temperature for this date is 72. Average low is 50. Record high temps set in 2018 of 93. Record low set in 1947 of 31. Currently 49 at WJON. Next, a CNBC market update.